Hello world and welcome to the first of my latest series, I suppose. And I'm a little bit late to the game on this one, but boy, is this ever worth it. This is City Skylines. Yes, City Skylines. Easily the best city builder to date. Well, since SimCity 5 was such a letdown, don't you think? I mean, yes, I know that's old news as well. But one of my favourite games was SimCity as I was growing up. Well, SimCity 3 and then SimCity 4. So naturally, when the last one was such a disappointment, I was heartbroken. Absolutely devastated by how diabolically shit it was. Oh, but with this one, you know, I'm ready to love again this game. Oh, hard not to fall in love with it. So yeah, basically, this is just going to be me building a city, so I can't promise it'll be particularly entertaining. I'll do my best, but, you know, no promises. I should point out, I'm going to be playing this with a few mods installed. Yeah, I'm going to have everything unlocked. It's just more fun if everything's accessible from the beginning. I mean, there's still certain points at which you need to build it, but just easier, you know, life's just easier. Traffic light toggle, oh god. Best traffic mod ever. Traffic plus as well. Zonable pedestrian paths and other traffic improvements. That's definitely worth having. And traffic manager. Manage traffic junctions. That lets me determine who goes where from which junction. I will be spending a lot of time doing that, believe me. Been playing this game a little bit just to get to grips with it. And, well, a little bit. A lot. And frankly, that is the most useful tool I've got in this game. That mod, cannot recommend it enough. Unlock all roads, well, it does what it says, unlocks the use of all roads and intersections. I mean, it's having to lay that first piece, that is just a pain in the ass, so that's useful. 25 squares, I can unlock the full map. Well, I don't have to explain that one. Bigger city, better city. Automatic bulldoze, yeah, saves vast amounts of time. First person camera means I can get down in amongst the city, follow people around, stalk them. So I build a city for people and then I stalk them. Go me. Extended public transport UI, more details. So much use, so awesome. Traffic report, so I can see where the traffic's going. I was constantly, before I came across this mod, I was constantly tripping up over who was trying to get where. I was having issues getting services to places, like the garbage collection. And that turned out to be, I had to actually sit there and watch for 5 or 10 minutes a garbage truck to see what was going wrong. And it was going round the city to get to a place that should have been fairly simple. So yeah, useful, informative tool there. Auto line colour, that helps with distinguishing public transport lines. I use a lot of public transport. So it's good to know which lines go where, and it gets tiresome having to manually adjust all of those. And then the tree brush, because placing trees one at a time is also a pain in the ass. Yeah, so those are the mods I'm going to be using. Fun times ahead. So let's get into a new game, shall we? The map I like playing is, where is it? Two Rivers? Or, where are we? Where are we? Islands. Yeah, I enjoyed Islands as well. I mean, I just love the size of this gorge and the size of the dams and stuff you can build. I considered going for a custom map, but then I discovered I'm absolutely crap at building custom maps. So let's go with this, shall we? Left-hand traffic, because, you know, I'm British and we drive on the left. Driving on the left is the right thing to do. That's why there are fewer accidents in the UK than there are abroad. Ignoring the fact abroad is like 7 billion people and the UK is only 60 million, but that explains it, yeah. Okay, so we're not going to be called Springy Alley. We're going to be called... Yeah, I can't pronounce that. Eoforwic? Eoforwic? I don't know. Jorvik? Yeah. Basically, it is the name of my home city as it was back before English was even a language. I just like the word. I think it looks pretty... Sounds almost elven in nature, but we'll go with it. Let's start. Boosh. This loading might take a while. Not the best computer in the world. Yes, entertain yourselves for a few moments. I'm just going to have a drink. Oh. Mmm. Ah, beautiful. The power production of a hydropower plant depends on the difference in water levels on the different sides of the dam. Good to know. Higher the difference, the more power, obviously. I don't know if it works like that in real life. Oop, there we go. Already opened the Megalopolis and I can unlock all of that stuff. We're not going to because, well, that shit gets expensive. We're going to start... Oop, pause the game, please. Hello, nice to meet you too. I'm going to leave that on. Right, so we start off with this block, which I think is prime farming land. I think it's prime farming land. Let's find out. Resources. Yes, that is prime farming land. So, let's just... We are going to build a city here, somehow. I want to get on the island at some point. That island is great fun. So basically we need to connect. Thank you. Build roads. I know. Oh yeah. The advantage of one of the mods, I can't remember which one it was, it gives you roads with bus lanes on, as well as a couple of pedestrianised ones. But roads with bus lanes, oh, buses cause so much traffic, and yeah, that basically eliminates that problem to a large extent. Okay, so I do need to build the motorway thing here, the highway, the motorway, whatever you want to call it. Highway with sound barrier. It'd be good if you could have a highway that breaks the sound barrier. Anyway, enough procrastinating on this. Let's get started. Right. My roads, I'm coming in off of here, and I want to build a nice shorefront kind of property thing. So, let's freeform some highway, shall we? Or better yet, let's put a junction in. There's a lot of interesting junctions in this game, I have to admit. I mean, Cloverleaf, that one is a mod. In my experience, that's more likely to flow. I mean, that's just more likely to flow even better. Better than the other one, just because of how many things are. And look how elegant it looks. It's beautiful. Cloverleaf, I've often found the traffic just tends to go round and round the loops, which is ridiculous, whereas this one, especially with one of the other traffic mods, it lets the traffic get to sensible places, it seems. It just feels sensible to me anyway. So yeah, that'll do at some point. But for now, let's build a roundabout. I mean, I can worry about sorting this out later on. You know, neatening it up a bit. 3 lanes into 3, and then 3 more into 3, and it's just fine. It's going to be alright. Don't worry so much, people. Right. Let's freeform. There we go. That should be alright. I mean, the traffic technically merges, but I'll show you what I mean by the tool that lets me sort it. This lets me click on this, and I can customise each lane for the traffic I'm going to allow in it. I can customise the speed limit. This is kilometres an hour, by the way. So if I click on 100, that isn't 100 miles an hour they can do on this stretch of road. That's 60 miles an hour. Just for those of you that still work in Imperial. And I can customise the junction like this. You see, I click this, and there, and I can just hook it up. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that genius? And it means that traffic won't be coming from this lane and cutting across and causing traffic jams. It means I can just do this. It means I can stop traffic from coming around here and cutting across there, as it normally would. There, controlling traffic paths. It's beautiful, it's wonderful. Anyway, we're building a city. So let's do what we came to do. We are going to need more road. Ooh, yes, I know, I can set a district. We'll worry about the finer details later on. Yeah. We want one-way system. Why do we want one-way system? Because it just seems to work better for the traffic. Upgrade that, please. Is it going the right way? Yes. We're going to have the traffic coming off this way and coming back this way. Yeah, we're good. Well, yeah, it'll make sense later on. It keeps things looking tidy and neat. And you know, I'm a big fan of tidy and neat. Build the city in blocks. I mean, every sensible city is built in blocks, let's be honest. Just look at any major metropolis around the world and you'll see that the ones that function best are built more or less in blocks. These are the ones that function best in terms of traffic, because as you can tell from all the mods I've installed, traffic is a big issue. I mean, it just I don't know, it's just too easy to make a mess. Too easy to cause, actually, that's too small. Let's, how many did I go along? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do traffic, well, we do a new road every 3, see how that turns out. So my experimentation, I have figured out, I think, traffic seems to be mostly associated with commercial areas. And so that means, you know, I need to create best public transport links with those. Especially dense commercial, that seems to generate a huge amount of traffic. Right, so they can go around like that. And the way I'm figuring it with this with these roads is if I have, that does not look neat. If I have the same number of junctions leading in as leading out, well, in theory the traffic should flow quite nicely. Oops, that wasn't quite far enough. I want to keep it nice and neat, nice and uniform. Oh crap, done it again. What is wrong with me? I was stepping in the bounds. There we go. Yeah, now they're essentially in 3 block series. I mean, that gets narrower, but we can live with that. Right. I want the traffic to come around the outer loop like that. And I want the little inner loops to sort of alternate. So I got 2 in there, 2 out, 2 in, 2 out. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Yeah, 2 in, 2 out. 2 in, 2 out. To woo. Ultimately, this roundabout will be replaced with a proper junction, and the highway will cut clear across, because I'm going to have, well, all this is going to be mine, and well, I'll show you the regional map. That's the, well, almost the full map. If I buy these, you'll see there's more and more and more, and it stretches out, and I can get these islands. But yeah, highways I think are key, because it's free flowing. I get me mucking words fuddled. Free flowing traffic. Right. And as I will no doubt uncover, there will be a lot of issue with buses and things causing congestion. I can replace roads with these and things of that nature. Anyway, yeah. I want. Yeah, I've still got that one selected, haven't I? I want this road to come out here. Should be at least 1.5, yeah? That'll do. Right, we'll demolish that, because it's just at a slightly off angle. I've not quite placed it straight. Okay. Let's try this again. Road there. And that's the centre line, isn't it? Yeah, that'll do. That's I mean, it is not perfectly neat, but what city is? I mean, you got to take account of the geography. Okay, and now this one. I'm going to keep commercial and whatnot, well, commercial and residential separate from industrial. If you've played this game before, you will know why. It's because industrial pollutes horrifically. Industrial really does make a mess of things. And I do believe here this was prime farmland. Yeah, good farmland here. So I can build decent industrial up here, and I can build farms down there. Farms might not sound like that pivotal of a thing, but the more raw resources I can create in my own little sort of area, in my own city, the less I have to import, which is beneficial in certain ways. You know, it means I can produce all of the stuff in-house. And 1, 2, 3... I'm gonna lay this grid off slightly differently to the other one. You know, lay it that way, just because I think it's nice to have a little bit of variety. I mean, yeah, a nice neat grid system is fine. But that doesn't mean it has to be completely uniform, does it? That'd just be dull. That'd be dull, it'd be boring, and yeah. We don't want that. We don't want to be dull and boring. We want to keep you guys entertained. Right, and back up you go. Yep, and yep. Right. Closer look. Right, that is the prime industrial sort. That'll do for regular industrial, and then I can build farms here. Now, farmland, I think, requires a much more pleasant little kind of road. We can go with two-way here, just because we're going to, and we want to, and I'm going to make it off the grid system. And I'm being very daring. I'm going to make it curve. So you don't think of farms as being... Well, maybe you do think of farms as being grid-like, I suppose some fields are. And this will probably cause all sorts of traffic issues for us. But the beauty of this game is I can delete it if I want to. And we'll have some little dirt roads. It's about halfway there. Yeah. So if I put these here... Yeah, look at that. That fits neatly, doesn't it? Just fill up as much of this grid with road as I can. Maybe that's better. I don't know. I mean, I just think when you build farmland, these little roads just look nicer. No, look, that doesn't look pretty at all. But yeah, okay. And some utilities are going to be necessary. I do like building dams, but if I build one here, I'm just going to flood my own little town, and I'm probably not going to make enough energy. And I don't think I can build a solar one here. Doesn't generate much power. But I do like nuclear, because it generates a shit ton of electricity. However, it's very expensive to run. 8,000 a week. Whereas these are much cheaper. I mean, they're dirtier. Coal power plant is a lot dirtier, but it's cheaper. And since we are actually trying to turn a profit, as you do, it just makes sense to stick with this. So I'm going to put a coal power plant in. That'll do for us. We'll upgrade as things go on. Did I click coal? No, I clicked oil. I built it. Yeah, I built an oil power. Okay, we'll go with oil. Yeah, how much power? Where's the power? Oh, that way. 120 megawatts. 40 megawatts. Well, 120 should do us nicely for now. I could really have probably gone with this thing, wind turbine, to start off with, but we'll worry about that later date. Okay, and now to hook things up. Right. Just to get across to here. There we go. Hopefully these will be the first things to build. We're going to need water as well. Set up a water grid. It's like a power grid, only wetter. Let's just draw it clear across here. That's one thing I love about this game as well, the water physics. I'm sure I'm not alone there either. I'm sure many people love the water physics in this game. And just do force of habit. I used to do this in SimCity. Was just make the make these things, the pipes. That's what I'm looking for. Make the pipes. God, I'm awful. Make the pipes follow some of the roads. I mean, the overlap is awesome, so I don't have to follow every road. But that just seems to cover everything. Everything within the blue area will end up reaching the grid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that isn't under the roads, but that's just filling a gap. And, okay, so... Ooh, look, yeah, that's one thing as well. Gives you the direction of water flow, which means that... I mean, you've got water intakes here for, well, water pumping station. So if I collect the water up here... And then I've got these things, water treatment plant. I'm glad I don't have to start with that. These pollute the water horrifically, water drain pipe. It basically just pumps raw sewage out into the river, which turns your river purple in this view. And it looks quite yucky in a normal one anyway. Water treatment plant, however, puts out cleanish water, which is better. But, you know, as long as I'm putting these sewage outlets further downstream than the place I'm taking my water from, obviously I'm not going to have an issue. I am going to need to power these buildings, however. And to do that, I am willing to just cram one of these here. 7 megawatts should do it, but then so should 6 or even 5. These are not very power intense buildings. You're going to need one as well. And I'm going to end up with a slew of them all together. A slew, yeah, that's a word I bet you think I was going to use. Right. And now we need to zone. Actually, what I'm going to do first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a district. A district is essentially an area where you can just sort of set your own little personal bylaws, your own little private bylaws for it. So for example, Chester Square. Chester Square is going to be farming. There you go, which means that only farming and industrial will be built here. So when I clicked here, you saw yellow, and that means it's prime farmland. Green means forest, which is up here. Oil, zoom out a bit, maybe you'll see it a bit better. There's lots of oil under here and under these islands, which means that if I set it to oil, it'll extract oil. There's ore here, which is good for raw materials. And basically you take those to standard industry and they will produce goods. Well, I say take them to. I don't actually take them there. The game just does. And then here we can just have a second district that is just... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Just, where is it? There, regular industry. And if I just zone that, we'll get a second district. Comes level with it. Amity Heights. Not particularly high spot, but yeah, I can now keep those as distinct industrial areas. And I can also do this. I can create a district for here, and I can tell it to keep out all heavy goods vehicles, for example. Cooper District. I do like some of the names it comes up with, but I don't like anything called districts, so we will call it Cooper... Cooper Town. I mean, it starts off as a very small town to begin with. So we need to zone things. For the time being, I mean, we're going to start off with this fairly small place, aren't we? I want to be building things close to here, because the buildings transmit electricity building to building. So if I start one here, because the power grid's all the way over here, it will want electricity essentially. Whereas if I build one here, the first building will connect the next one and the next one and the next one and so on and so forth, and I don't want to build that close to the roundabout. There we go. See? Hopefully people will move in there and then we'll be sorted, we'll be good, and yeah, well, let's find out. I'll fast forward time a little bit. I haven't built any of the amenities yet because, to be honest, when there's no one there I don't need them. It's just a waste of money to start off with. The mayor has worked tirelessly. Yes, I have. Let's speed up time a little bit. Go on. There we go. First building. And if I go to the power grid, you will see it extends the power. No, thank you, I don't want that. There you go, and the next building extends it further. And then further and further and further. Is the water getting everywhere? Yeah, oh look, see? See how well that worked? Okay, and that means that now power... keep coming out of it. Power extends into these squares. Which means if I was to build something here, the power would come down and down. Anyway, you get the idea. If you played it yourself, you'll already know, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir on that one. But then dense residential there. Dense residential is awesome, generates more taxes. There we go. Alright, and... oh, look, beautiful. I want to plant a few trees. Oh, I don't mean to be in first person mode. Yeah, eventually I'll be planting trees all around here because it acts as good soundproofing, but not just yet, we'll worry about that later on. Anyway, keep going game, keep building stuff. Whee! I can already see more birds and plants in the city, thanks to the use of green energy. Well, that's good to know. Oh, look, we've got a slight demand, very low demand for commercial, so we will build them a commercial zone, and we will put it here. And hopefully they will start at this end, just so they don't make a mess of things. Well, we only want a little bit of commercial and we want them to favour up here. So, let's start there. Now, Oh, you can see traffic coming along the roads there. Not coming in yet. I don't know how people are getting in when there's no traffic. But yeah. And look, we've already got high-rises. We've got a population of 99. That's a lot of buildings for 99 people, don't you think? Okay, oh look, and there you can see commercial just shot up. So now, as I say, I think I uncovered that commercial is the one that generates a lot of traffic. I know industrial generates a lot of heavy traffic, but that's easy to take care of. You can just limit where the particular vehicles go. But cars basically need to be everywhere. That's just a function of a city. Cars need to get in and out. So I shall try and spread these out evenly, because people will travel from the residential to the commercial, and people will deliver things from the industrial to the commercial, as far as my understanding of this goes. So I need to keep these separated enough that all the traffic isn't going to the same spot of the city. Right, and now I can build my farm. Although first we'll get some general industrial in Amity Heights. Amity Heights. It's not really heights, because there's no... I mean, there's no... what's the word I'm looking for? No hills. So I don't know, what would be a better word than heights? Amity Flats? Amity Fields? Amity Grange? Amity Moor. Amity Moor sounds nice. We'll call it Moor. The industrial area in the city I grew up in was... well, the most prominent one was called Moor. Is the second part of its name. So, you know, there we go. Demand is instantly filled. What are we building? What are we making? Goods unlimited. Wow. How's the building doing? The building is doing fine, thank you. Right, do we have demand for any services? We're going to need police. There's no crime at the minute. Fire risk is high, but there's no fires. And people are still fairly healthy. I'm going to need... Well, I'm going to need... Here we've got like medical clinic and hospitals. I'll be building proper full-size stuff at some point, because as you can see, it just dominates it. Whereas a little medical clinic like this might not stretch the whole way. Yeah. We'll put them here, just because. Right there, we've got a huge. Actually, make more sense there. Yeah, it makes more sense there, doesn't it? Because then it's getting part way over into the other sector. It's got full access. I mean, it's the one-way system. The green is determining how far it can go, how far it basically influences. So I put it there. It fully protects this area, but doesn't stretch into the other one. How far in? Whereas if I do that, it stretches much further, and I can cover the little gaps with a smaller one, rather than building two big ones. So yeah, we'll go there. And the same with the fire department. We can put... no, it's not quite as good. I mean, put it there, yeah. I mean, these buildings aren't going to be powered yet because the power is a long way away. But I'm fine with that. Crematorium or graveyard? I do quite like the graveyard, the cemeteries. They're pretty. They're nice. They're attractive buildings. I went to the necropolis in Glasgow. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Beautiful place. Yeah, we'll put it along our main bit of road. I mean, the trouble with graveyards is, well, the cemetery, I should say, is that you cannot move it unless it's empty. What else do we need? We need a place to deal with garbage, which is fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, I haven't put a road out here, have I? Right, which way do my roads go? Oh, back to roads, hang on. Right, I need to go that way. I need to connect there to there from here. So, we want it to be one way as well, because we don't want to confuse matters. We'll have it come out. You see why the grid system would have made more sense? Because this has essentially just messed it up. I'll do. There we go. Well, it's not perfect, but like I said, pure uniformity isn't what we're after. What? Slope too steep, cannot upgrade to this type. I don't want to upgrade to that type, I want to make sure it's going the right way. Is it going the right way? Yeah, now it is. There we go. I'm not trying to upgrade, I'm trying to switch the direction. Come on. Why are you not letting me switch the direction? Oh, good grief. Okay. It's just... Oh, it's already facing the road. No, it's not. There we go. So let me do it that way. And then... no, I need that. I need to... There we go. That's more like it. I'll show you the traffic light tool in a bit, because I think this will be traffic lighted. There we go. Oh no, no traffic lights. Not here. Traffic lights can be great things, but they also often cause a lot of the traffic. And the entire point would have been to get rid of the traffic. Okay, we need schools. Since this is largely the most residential area here, let's put our elementary school there and our high school right next to it. There we go. And we are good. Right, and start playing again. Demand's low. It's good to keep these in demand because it means people are always trying to move in. I mean, here we go, the population versus the number of people trying to move in every week. Oh, cold coffee. It's not pleasant. But yeah, there you go. Have you noticed you can zone office zones? Yes, I have. Office zones are covered here in industrial demand. No demand for industry or offices. I don't know why offices count as industrial rather than commercial. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Look at this. What's the land value like? The land value, this determines... It's all fairly medium, isn't it? Because over here we'll end up low. Yeah, land value determines the quality of your buildings. You can increase land value with various policies, which I will show you now. The services I can provide: smoke detection, reduces fires, that's good. Recycling is good. Parks and recreation increases decoration budget, but also increases land value around parks and plazas, which is something that is very, very good. Very, very good. But yeah, these policies can be expensive to begin with, and as you can see, we're losing money. I want to make money to start off with, so I'm not going to give tax relief to anyone, but I am going to zone more because I need people to move in. So I need to be generating money, basically. Now, I think if I do 2 or 3 zones to every commercial, that might be about the right balance, in my experience so far anyway. Whether or not that holds true in this particular version, I cannot say. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And look, people building down here will be extending the electricity. There'll be no electricity here. Watch, that building will be built and immediately start complaining at me. There we go. No power. Need someone to build here. Come on, somebody. I mean, I can build the power lines across. Ah, there we go. That should take care of it. Yeah, there we go. So I can put the power lines across, but then instantly something like that happens. And then it's just a case of, well, if you were going to do that anyway... Right, that needs power. Build another one of these. How much do these cost to maintain? Oh, not overly expensive. £80 a week? Well, $80, 80 simoleons, 80 euros, I don't know. They're not expensive, and they will provide enough power for a cemetery. I don't know why a cemetery needs power. I mean, just buy a load of candles for the churches. Oh yeah, here we go. These are the... Well, they're the paths. These are the plazas and stuff. Placing these recreational things. Oh, not enough workers, I think there's. I'll check in a minute, those little warning symbols. But yeah, these little things, if I place them... And it all costs money. Japanese garden, £40 a week, but it... Well, it adds to the beauty of the place. If I do that, you can see the happiness spreads, and the land value will ultimately go up. Oh, no, that's resources. That's land value. Yeah, we'll see that in a minute anyway. Right, what are your buildings complaining about? Not enough workers. Not enough workers? Make sure there's a free residential area to allow people to move into the city. Well, okay, that'll remedy as people move into this, because at the minute we've got all this. I mean, 700 people could probably fit in one of these buildings. I don't know. Anyway, what should we call this cemetery? It's between Amity Moor, and well, it's closer to Cooper Town, but we shall call it Amity Cemetery. That's what I love about this game as well. You can name anything. Oh, look at the roundabout work as well. Don't tell me there's traffic lights on the roundabout. Do not want traffic lights on my roundabout. There we go. Oh, see what I mean? Traffic lights there, causing traffic jams. Off. Right. Just gonna do away with all the lights. True, and we don't want it to be true. We do not want lights. Tells you whether they're currently there. It tells you whether they were originally there. It's part of the junction design. I mean, I do have the power with the little traffic manager up here to set the details of the traffic lights, so I can choose exactly when the light works, when the filter for the light works. Things of that nature, which lets me control traffic far more precisely. I mean, I think it's just a generic set of lights. You know, they just have like a generic timing, a standard one across all junctions by default. There we go. But, well, like I say, I can adjust that. Yep, I know I can build buildings. We need, let's build some offices. We've got industrial demand, so let's build some offices. No. We've got a lot of commercial demand as well. So we'll put some low density commercial down here, along this stretch of road. I don't think it'll stay there forever, especially as we expand. But it doesn't hurt to have it. Still complaining due to not enough workers. More people need to move in. Yes, I know. Criminals. We're doing alright, aren't we? Those are nice offices. Trident Accounting. Well. Who doesn't like accounting? What I like about this game is how easily it flows. Everything just so graceful. You see my roundabout going. I mean, I can control which lanes my traffic goes into, and I can even control when it changes lanes. Each of these little circles that you see up here represents a potential junction or an actual junction. And since cars change, there, do you see that one change lanes? Cars change lanes at those circles. They don't do it anywhere, they do it at those specific points. Which means that for no particular reason you will see on maybe on a 6-lane road, a car will go from the outside lane here all the way over to the inside lane. And it'll cut across all the traffic, and all the traffic behind it will stop. Now, I can stop it doing that, but one thing you have to be careful of is, because the traffic obeys it so stringently, you can completely screw up where traffic can get to. So you need to make sure that people are able to change lanes as appropriate. I'm going to upgrade this. I mean, this is highway, believe it or not. And highway apparently makes for good roundabouts, but one thing it does not make for is good sound pollution prevention. So if I do that, let's put, unfortunately upgrading to put the traffic lights back in. Glad that didn't. There we go. Do not like the traffic lights, especially that. Yes, I know, remember to have a look at the newly unlocked building. It's a mod that unlocked it. Right. Oh. There we go, abandoned buildings because we do not have enough workers. But fortunately, I've got this on. Demolish abandoned and thank you, demolish burned. So any building that is burned down or abandoned will automatically be demolished. You have to do that manually without the mod, and it gets incredibly tedious. What's this one need? Garbage is piled up. Ooh, yes, did I have a garbage collection? I don't have a garbage, do I? I don't have a garbage. I do not have a garbage. I built one. No. Is that not one? No, that's Frank's fish stick factory. Thanks, Frank. Always do with fish sticks. Right, yeah, I was going to build one, wasn't I, before we got there. We'll put you there. Actually, no, we'll put you next to the cemetery, because who doesn't like the smell of garbage next to you? See the reach that has? That reaches everything. Right, these eventually fill up as well, which is why every now and then you need an incinerator. So, I mean, they're doesn't really cost a lot to maintain these things, 150 a week. But an incinerator generates power and it's expensive to maintain. And you know, I'm trying to turn a profit at some point soon. So we'll come back to that. Let's build more capacity for industrial, shall we? Right. Okay. Now, in theory, I mean, this district here, because Chester Square is a farm, anything that's built in there should be a farm or an orchard or something. I mean, there's no power down here yet, so it'd be pointless. It'd be interesting, I think. Right, I want to rotate the direction. You see this little road goes that way? I want that to go the other way, so I've essentially got a loop. There we go. There we are. Loops seem to work best for traffic and stuff. Yeah, sorry, that loops round. That doesn't. That one's contrary to a... If we get a traffic issue here, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. If we end up with a traffic issue because these contradict with each other, you know, it's not a smooth loop, we'll deal with that as and when necessary. Do not want. Still no traffic lights. Do not want. Traffic lights are great for controlling traffic. Just sometimes they work so well they run contrary to what you need, right? I can build stuff. If I build this bus depot, it's expensive, but then I have buses which will cut down on traffic. But as traffic isn't really an issue yet, as you can tell, let's build some... Who wouldn't want a riverside property? Who wouldn't? Build that there. Okay. So apparently demand for residential is higher than demand for commercial. So I will get rid of that, rezone all this. Rezone that as residential. And we can always replace it again with need be. It seems this is more than sufficient. Oh, don't have enough workers. But it seems that that's more than enough commercial at the minute. Perhaps I've gone too early for the high density stuff. Who knows? Back to top speed, please. There we go. Yes, I know, and it's going to keep telling me that I can build all these new buildings. Man, look at the traffic go. It's like a rocket. But yeah, can you see it comes in like that? Beautiful, isn't it? Now at the minute it's a complete and utter free-for-all in terms of where the traffic can go. I mean, obviously it has to follow the directions, but you can cut across any lane you want. But as you can see from this, that's not causing us any real problems. Traffic is flowing nicely off of this junction. I mean, for some reason it's slowing down there, but once I control this bit of land, I don't think I can actually adjust things outside. Oh, can I? Can I? Yeah, I can, look. I can make it so that this traffic... And I can do that. Comes into those two lanes. And then here, make it so that everyone sticks to their lane. Because you see, traffic is all trying to get into the same lane at the minute. I can't zoom in anymore on that. But yeah, traffic is trying to get into the same lane. Have I clicked it? Yes, I have. At the moment, which means basically that it's causing a traffic jam. Who knew so few cars could cause a traffic jam? So I need to... I can click it from this distance. I'm struggling to see it, let alone click it. Come on. Oh, I'll get it later. Oh no, oh no, oh. There you go. Got it. Right, and then hook it up to there. Is that hooked up? I think it hooked up. Did it? Did it? I can't tell. No, it didn't. Right. That did though. Right, now in theory, all the traffic that... Well, this is going to keep doing it for a while because that traffic spawned before all that. But hopefully, what will happen is the traffic will start coming into this lane and that'll free this up and yay, we're getting busier. Oh, that building's abandoned. Why is that building abandoned? Because there are not enough workers. Well, alright, that's fair enough. Educated workers. 6 jobs available. Oh, abandoned. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure why there aren't enough workers. I mean, there's plenty of people. Plenty of people. So I don't know. Oh. Right, I'm going to mess around with some of the layout here because... Well, that's fine that way. Because frankly, all the traffic's going to be fed into here. Oh, I'll worry about it when it starts causing traffic. I think alternating's the way to go. Ooh, look, we filled that up quick. And look, we've got farms. How awesome are we? Right. Need more industrial, apparently. So, zoom out a bit. Oh yeah. That'll do nicely. See how it's polluting the ground? Not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Right. And this gives us room for farm. Look how quickly that's turning into a farm. Chester Square is building farms for us. Go there. There we go. Isn't it pretty? Look at it go! It all flows so nicely. It comes out there, having gone in there, and look, traffic trying to get in. Look at that. Traffic jams already because everyone's trying to use the same lane. Yes, I know. We'll address this later on. Roundabouts do reduce traffic. I mean, they take it from a standstill to being quite slow, but still it's an issue. I mean, I can increase the speed limit, see what that does. Oh. Hey. But yeah, we're doing alright. The issue with lack of jobs is improving. Crime rate is high. Why is the crime rate high? There's police there. Oh. Police station has low influence there, apparently. That must mean there's a crime in progress. Someone go attack him. Police headquarters, go attack! 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 Maybe not. Crime rate is high. Why is the crime rate high? Police can reach the building, they're just not. Oh my god, I'm causing traffic. Okay, I'm gonna have to replace this at some point with a decent intersection. We'll get to that. Not enough workers. This city is starting off well, I'm still not making a profit. The building is leveled up. If you provide a good service and education and have high land value, the zone buildings in your city can be improved to high level buildings. High level buildings pay more taxes and house more people or offer more jobs. Pollution is reduced in higher level industry. That's good to know. Right, what policies can I have that will help my city out? Services, smoke detector. Oh no, is that all city policies? Yeah, it's all city policies. I wanted to make sure I wasn't just setting them for this district. So smoke detectors are good. Education boost is good. Taxation. Tax relief. Tax relief to high density commercial reduces it by a couple of percent. Yeah, there we go. City planning. Big business benefactor. Costs money, but high-tech housing's good as well. Oh, look at the traffic on that roundabout, because everyone is trying to change lane there. Look, that's what I mean. So, I can fix that by doing this. In theory, that should keep everyone in lane, which will be a benefit to me. Okay, what were we on? We were looking at something or other. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tweak taxes as well, because I'm not making any money. See if increasing it to 10% does anything for me. 10%, 10%. Right, and how are we doing for... See where I can save money. Power generation, we are generating 137 and using 37. So one thing I can also do is decrease the power budget. Say to 60%. Oh yeah, I can set the budget on each one for day and night, but since we're only playing in the daytime, no point messing with the night ones. 60, there we go. Right, let's just make sure that that's not depriving us of water. Yeah, that's depriving us of water. Okay, I'll fix that again. Sorry people, I didn't mean to deprive you of your drinks. Oh, wrong switch. Okay, back up we go. Let's try 75. In this way, we're saving some money. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, that's better because those buildings would have been eventually abandoned. We're saving ourselves a little bit of money by not using things that we don't need. Yeah, we're alright, we're alright. How much of these are we using? That's not bad. 300 out of 300 in the elementary school, but nowhere near enough in there. What should we name our elementary school? Clearly this Cooper person was someone significant. Coopert. Cooper Elementary School. And this one... Riverside. Sounds like a... Well, it's not quite Riverside, but it's near enough. We're going to need another primary school. I think we are. Primary school, elementary school. Yeah, that's almost full. So, well, we've got demand for residential. I'll take care of that in a moment. We're going to expand our grid. But first, I'm going to take care of this demand for another elementary school. We'll put it down here. Let's put it there. I mean, it knocks down a few buildings, but we can live with that. And back to building roads. Okay. So extend the grid by just a little bit. A couple of squares. Okay, and obviously we're going to need to extend the water, because if you got no water, people go thirsty, and thirsty people are not happy people, and we want happy people, don't we? Yes, we do. Right, put that in there. We will increase that. Finish adding commercial to here. Right. Now, that'll rebuild the traffic lights, yep. 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 No. Yep. Good, we're sorted. Okay! We're doing well. Hopefully it won't take too long for them to start building there. The more people we've got, the more money I'll make. And as you can see, at the minute, we're still losing 3,000 a week. Maybe I'll up taxes. Taxes a little bit more. We can always take out a loan. 12% sounds fair. And that'll take a dent in the demand for it, but demand's high enough anyway. Can't imagine it'll drive many people out. It might just give me the money I need as well. Yeah. Oh, what's up with these buildings? Not enough workers. How can there not be enough workers? I'm confused. Colour me confused. We need to extend this grid again, aren't we? I mean, we've still got fairly substantial medium demand for residential. Fairly substantial medium demand for residential. Okay, and let's add some more of this stuff. Industrial. Right, and I think we're going to need to extend this grid as well. Oh no, we've got a bit of space that hasn't been built on. Always build it down here, couldn't we? That comes down, and that goes up, so this one wants to come down. I mean, yes, I've done that the wrong way, but it'll be alright, just watch. We will fill that in. I should let some more industrial build here. Back to that, so I can... See, I like the various tools that let you zone it, because it means you can be very precise about what you want where. I can zone each of these tiny little squares individually if I want to. And that's nice. You know, little features like that, thoughtful things. We are in fact going to need water. If we put it there... No, can we afford to be a bit further over? Yeah, look at that. If I do this right, I can just, like that, fill the entire gap between the freeway. So now anything I built there is going to be automatically watered. What is going on here? Guys! I'm going to need to improve that. But yeah, was hoping to turn a profit by the time I reach the end of this episode, but we've been going for a fair while now. Must be getting close on 50 minutes towards an hour. Well, we'll see. We've spent 600,000. Kinda. Well, yeah. I mean, that number's fluctuating quite wildly, but it is trending downwards. Oh, ran out of electricity. No, pause. Need more power. Let's up it to 75%. There we go. How are we doing for power? Yeah, it's brownouts, it's not blackouts. How are we doing for water? Is this gonna... Oh, look, we're almost down to 1,000. So I'm gonna put water back up to that, because industry is very, very demanding of water. Anyway. Yeah, we're going in the right direction at any rate. Let's put some more residential there. And we're good. Okay, well, I think we're going to call it a day there for now. Eoforwic. I'm going to have to find out how to properly pronounce it. I should know because it's a local word, not a language that's currently in use, but yeah. We're looking beautiful. We've got nice farms going. We're getting there. 3,000 people, and we are almost down to only 1,000 debt. We've got 100,000 in bank, so we're not at risk of going bankrupt. Yeah, this has been City Skylines, part 1 of what will be my ongoing series. Slow things down a bit. Thank you for watching, and good grief. Tune in next time, see where we end up. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra! If you enjoy my efforts to be vaguely entertaining, you can now support me on Patreon. $1, a pound, a yen, a euro, whatever you've got, whatever you can spare, all helps. Over 1 million fed. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra!